Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome to Elephantasy. This is a game that I'm not blind to. I watched Alex Diener play this game a while back, but it's kind of a little cute indie, small Metroidvania kind of style game that I thought looked like it would be cool to play. And there's other stuff that I kind of was another reason I wanted to play it as well. It's made by Linker, the same guy who made Polymute, and so that's how I became aware of that game. But to start things off, hit W to read text from characters. Then hit W to continue reading. Walk away or hit W enough to exit. Alright, so I'm playing with WASD on the keyboard. There are not many controls. If I go to... I guess the options are only on the title. There is tab for a menu, which doesn't actually, or for a map that doesn't actually come in here. We can use W to climb ledges one block at a time, just like that. There is a sprint button eventually when we get the opportunity to dash around. And that's pretty much all there is in terms of controls. So I'm basically playing this left-handed on the keyboard. But we go and discover some weird little world that we shrink down and fall into. So we're an elephant. And here we are. We woke up in this strange place. And now we are here. And who are you? Ah, hello there. You slept well, I hope? I am Snorri, the wizard. This is my item shop. I found you outside, You fell from the sky. How to get home? That's an interesting query. I've heard of a tower in the clouds above us. If such a thing exists, it may help you get home. However, to reach it would require my items. I may have a proposal for you, my friend. In this world, there are many magical gems. Collect some for me, and I'll loan you items. We'll start small. Find me one gem, Then you may borrow one of my items. All right, so... this is kind of the main mechanic. We're going to be exploring around the map trying to find gems. I think there's like 36 gems total. There's also keys, as you can see in the bottom right, that we'll need to unlock some doors. And there's a few different item upgrades that we need to kind of like trade for that kind of make it a Metroidvania in terms of the ways that you can get around. If I take a look at my map right now, you can see the elephant on the screen that I'm currently at. And so if I go up here, the elephant moves up there. As well as the screen below me, and also the screen to the right. And the only reason that's on our map right now is because this is where we originally fell down out of the sky and just landed in a heap down here, and I guess Snorri picked us up. There's some quiet music that's playing from that radio up there. I think a lot of this game doesn't have music. I have the music down pretty low because it's also pretty repetitive. And so I'm not sure if there's going to be other sound cues where I'll want the music. Oh, I can hear the bird chirping. That's nice. But another thing... that I would like to do. So this map will be somewhat helpful in terms of getting around, but you all may know that I enjoy screenshot mapping tools. If you saw my playthrough of Knit Underground, after different episodes I was going and updated the map of this. And so for this game, I decided that I want to do it online. That is, while I'm playing the game, I want to try to keep track of screenshots and things. And so I made a little tool. I know the dimensions of this map, and so there's a big map grid. And I can zoom in and out. And so here's the zoomed in version. I just took a screenshot of where I am right now. But I can move the cursor around on this map or on the kind of like zoomed out one. And yeah, I don't want to talk too much about the tool. But I think it will be useful for you and for me. I can also draw circles on it. And so I put a green circle on the screen that we just started on, because up above the roof you can see that there's a green gem up there, which is something we're going to need. And so I want to come back to and remember that I need to come back to that place. Okay, but here is the item shop where there are various items. Notes on items, number 2. So I'm guessing this is notes on items 1. Notes on items 1. These 4 items can all help you explore. Seeds can let you grow vines. The ring lets you lift objects. Boots allow you to run fast. A snorkel lets you dive into the water. By combining these items, you can go anywhere. So these are 4 power-ups, but in order to be able to... We don't even get to purchase them, per se. We just get to borrow them from Snorri. We need to find gems. And hey, look at this. It's a gem. All right, so I got my first gem. Also, I've already been forgetting that I need to be taking some screenshots on my map. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'll add a screenshot there. And over here, I'll add another screenshot over there. And I guess the zoomed in version is probably a little bit better so you can see kind of what's going on nearby with the map. There's also, ring ring, hello, this is the hint line. Call us back if you ever need a hint or a tip. All right, and so if we need a hint or a tip at some point, we could do that. But for now, let's go back to Snorri. I'm curious what he says now that I have a gem in hand. Ah, lovely, you've got a gem, thank you. See, you've increased your rank by 1, This means you may now borrow 1 item. Pick any one that you'd like, you may choose. Next, come back when you've got 6 gems. If you do, I'll let you take out 2 items. All right, so we can pick one of these items to explore. And I'm just going to pick the snorkel because it's right here. Can I get over to the snorkel? There we go. Okay, I have the snorkel. And so that means I'll be able to explore underwater. But let's go ahead and just kind of walk around and see what we find in the world. And each time I end up on a new screen, I'm going to try to remember to update my screenshots. Okay, west to greenhouse, east to item shop. Seeds rings are useful inside the greenhouse. All right, so I probably won't be able to go. Using a ring, you'll lift stuff like a champ. I see, and these pots are things that I can lift, I think. So I'm not sure they'll be able to go very far here. Yeah, I can't climb up. If I had seeds, I could grow vines to climb up over there. But it seems like something that I won't be able to do just yet. But we'll go ahead and take a picture of what that screen looks like. And we'll try going a different way. Oops. And so if I go back down here, there is some water. That looks good, since I've got the snorkel. So let's try going down here. I see. And I've just got 4-way directional control with the snorkel. And I believe, if I remember correctly, if you don't have the snorkel, you can only like swim on top of the water like this. So let's try going downwards. Seems good. There's a little fishy. Can I interact with the fishy? I've got air bubbles. But I don't seem to be like taking drowning damage or having to worry about any stuff like that. So that's nice. And I guess we're just looking for gems or otherwise exploring at this point. There's kind of a maze of yellow pipes, it looks like. And there are places we can get back out of the water over here. However, it looks like this one is blocked unless I was able to pick up items, which was it like the Ring of Strength or something that lets me pick up items. It doesn't seem like I can go back that way. So instead, what if I came over this way? There's more fishies underwater. We make a fun little swimmy sound as we're swimming all around. So that's nice. And I'm almost on the other side of that pot, but not quite. And if I continue further down, so many fish, so much swimming to do. It's quite extensive, but also quite absent of things under here. It reminds me a little bit of Knit Underground in that regard. Aha, a key! Here we go. All right, so I got a key from there. And so what I think I want to do is mark it with a yellow circle, but I've already picked up the key, and so I'm going to kind of like gray out the yellow circle. I'm not sure how well that shows up in the video. But I have 4 different circle colors I can use. And yeah, I'm going to try to use them to keep track of some stuff on the map that I think might be useful to me at some point. Okay, so we're back to mapping and swimming. And yeah, let's just look around and see what else we can find. Oh, there was a giant fish over there. He almost looked like he might have been carrying a gem, given how green he was. Might that be the case? And is he going to appear again? There he is. He was, and I just got a gem. All right, so that's cool. So I'm going to mark over here that there is a green gem that I picked up on my map as well. That was kind of unexpected. But he was definitely gem-colored, that fish. All right. So very extensive how much I can get mapped out just by having the snorkel over here. I guess given that you can swim in 4 directions, it's a lot of mobility compared to some other power-ups that only might let us go in 1 or 2 directions at a time, perhaps. And this looks like a locked door over here, if I'm reading things correctly. Sure enough, that was a locked door, and we just unlocked it. And so since I just unlocked it, I think I'm going to redo my screenshot here to show that it's unlocked. And then do this. All right. We're going all around the world, and it was worth it because we found a gem. Hooray! I think Snorri said I needed to get up to 6 gems. And let's see, I want to mark that with the green circle that we already got it. Snorri said we needed to get up to 6 gems in order to be able to pick up another item at a time. But that felt very productive. So, from here, it looks like I could go to the right. There's a down arrow there, which is interesting. Can I... Oh, yeah, I can go into this pipe. So I guess that's like a hint that I can go this way. And yeah, sure enough. Okay. Then I just popped out down here. And there's another gem. Neat. So let me mark that I got a gem from there already. But now we're out of the water. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to get back. Well, I guess by climbing up through here, apparently. Don't have any other way to, like, go down from here, it seems like. So if I just climb back up through here... Yeah, it just brings me back up over here. Okay, that's fine. And what if I were to go farther over here? We're getting a little bit of a background change with some red colors over here. What else do we got? Well, this appears to be a dead end, and there's some crazy bubbles happening over there. I declare them to be crazy, just based on how much moving and splooshing and whatnot that they're doing. So that's what I do. All right. Let's continue just trying to map out as much of the world as we can. Inside an area that's apparently called Pipe Maze, by the way. You can see in the upper left, each screen has a name. I guess all the names are not unique. But many of them are. This apparently is the factory well. And if I try to go down through this, it's just blocking my path, even with the snorkel. I can't get through those particular bubbles for whatever reason. But I can climb all the way up here. I don't have a way to get out of the water without a ladder. So I guess the only way I can go right now is up here. And from here, I can continue upwards. Getting a lot of traveling done. That looks like a treasure chest. That's pretty exciting. I wonder if I should mark that somehow. Perhaps I'll mark it as a blue circle to say, hey, look at that. There's something exciting on the screen. That way when I'm looking at the zoomed out map, it'll be easier just to kind of like pick out points of interest. Is the idea behind all of that. Okay, and then over here, are you an enemy? What? Oops. Oh, I fell on a thing. All right. So I just fell down here, and now there's some robot wind-up movie, something. I fell down here since I can't run very fast. But with some boots, you could run all over. Still, I seem stuck, eh? Wish I could warp. You know, hold down the S key to warp. It'll send you back to the item shop again. It's useful in a pinch, like down here, eh? Interesting. Hold down the S key to warp. I will try that in a bit. I would prefer to continue exploring for the moment, because it does still seem like there are directions I might be able to go. Oh, that's just the edge of this. I can't walk to the screen to the left. The mechanism. I see these little arrow thingies. When I step on them, I fall down. And that thing to the right of me, I'm not sure what it is. Some kind of gear or something. And it looks like I can fall down here. What do you have to say? Somewhere around here is a way to the underworld. You may have to swim to find it, though. Where is it? No idea. I just work here. All right, and apparently there's a key there. So I would like to mark that. So let's leave a yellow circle. So I try to get back there in the future in case I forget. Although it looks like perhaps I'm just going to be able to walk there right now. And sure enough, I can. So that key is already in my inventory. So I can go ahead and kind of gray out that yellow circle. All right. In that case, let's try continuing this way. And this does appear to be where both the right wall of the world is, and also I can't seem to be able to walk any farther that way. So we might have ended our trip over in this vicinity. Are there any other directions I could go around here? Possibly yes. Because if I go back here, from here... Oops, right. I couldn't go to the right because I fell down. Yeah, so I think I've explored all the places that I could go at this point. So let's try out this guy's advice of if we hold down the S button... I see. It warps us back to the item shop, sure enough. Alright, so that means we're all the way back over here. Alright, and I have 4 gems. I hope you're feeling better, friend. You had a long fall when I found you. Sometimes you need to take some time to rest, hmm? Don't feel like you need to rush to find gems. Perhaps this place can be an escape for you. Somewhere to rest, relax, ho-ho! Alright, so we spent some time with the snorkel and did some exploring. However, if I put it down, I could pick up the seeds, which were needed for the gardening. And so if I were to use the seeds, it said pressing W, it grows a viney flower. And so you're able to climb that, and then after a few seconds, it disappears. So we can use that for some extra vertical mobility. For example, I can climb up here and scare away this bird. Fantastic. Can I go up here? I can. Neat. So above the bird, things look like this. Oops, I fell down before I got a chance to take my screenshot. Let's try that again. And it looks like there might be a ledge here that I can climb up, actually. But can't really do anything from there, I don't think. Alright. So, not sure there's anything else that we can do over there. So let's try going further to the left over here. And try using this. And there's an up arrow right here, and so if I use this... Apparently I need to be standing kind of like in exactly the right spot to be able to actually climb up here, but that seems to work. So I've climbed up here, and now I can go to the left. And there may be a way to go up as well, but we'll check that out in a moment. Looks like I would just fall down there. So let's try going up here. And then can I go up again? Yes, and there's a gem, which definitely interests me. So let's mark it so that I don't forget to come back to it. I don't think I can get there from here. Oh, I grew a different type of flower. That's like a tulip. I like that one better. Grow more of those flowers. As you may know, I am fond of tulips. So from here, it looks like I can use the tulip to get across this little, otherwise, bridge I'd have to jump over or something. And where does it get me? Oh, there's a guy who just like came out of nowhere here. Who are you? Oh, a fellow adventurer. Huzzah! I'm going to take another screenshot with you on the screen. Welcome back. Remember me, friend? I am Scala, treasure hunter extraordinaire. With my dear brother, I scour the land for gems. If you too desire gems, remember my words. Below us is a room with many pots stored inside. That might be the room that's kind of below us and to the right. If you find a partner for a lonely pot, loot will surely be yours, you see? Though both vines and rings are necessary. I think he might have been, like, singing a little rhyming poem there. So I think what he is saying is that if I were in this room and I brought a pot there and put it next to the other pot on the bottom, that something would appear. And so I'm going to mark that with a blue circle, as I have a hint to come back there, and hopefully I'll kind of remember what was going on there. That may or may not work in terms of my own markings. And if I fall down here, so if I had been able to lift a pot and bring it down here, then that would have been great. Okay, let's try falling down here and see what we discover. There is a locked door. I would be able to retraverse things this way, so let's check that out first. And here are some pots that I could bring around, and I am able to climb over them right now if I wanted to go back that way. But since I do have still a key in my inventory, let's go ahead and spend it, in which case I'll retake this screenshot to show that the key has been spent. And what do we find over here? Warning, don't swim with pots. Carrying heavy objects can weigh you down. All right. I'll try to remember that. Let's just walk to what appears to be now the left edge of the map over here. And it looks like I can at least go upwards from this screen. So let's give it a try. That pot is brighter than the other pots that I've seen, I think. And so it does make me wonder if there's something special about that pot. But for for the moment, I'm just going to try to fill in some more of my map, and it was totally worth it because we found a gem. Da, 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 da. All right, so I found a gem here, and I've already picked it up. So I will mark it thusly. And I think I would like to go explore back to the left. Actually, I'm curious. Is this just a screen? Yeah, below us are some pots, blah, 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 blah. Okay. That crazy guy. And I don't think I can get up high enough here to do anything to look at the screen above me over here. So I guess this pot looks very suspicious. Growing a plant in it doesn't seem to do anything, but I wonder if I picked it up if something would happen. And can I get on the ladder from here? I can, using my seeds to grow a vine. So from here... Interesting. There's another treasure chest behind a locked door, but I currently am out of keys, and so I can't get through the locked door. So I'll have to come back to that. And up here, there's another pot that seems to be brighter than the others. Maybe they're more frequent than I thought. Maybe they're not as special as I was thinking. What do you have to say? Most people forgot this garden existed ages ago. I stumbled upon it by chance. Now I tend to it, sorry. Things are doing well, almost too well. Be sure to give your plants plenty of water. They also need sun. Not much here, though. Maybe the plants are magical plants. Feel free to rest here. I certainly don't mind. You can head out again whenever you're ready. All right, and that appears to be all of your dialogue. Does anything happen if I grow a plant in this pot? Not that I can tell. All right. Well, let's try going over here. More of the garden, and I do see that there's a little spot right over here where I can kind of find my way to the right, it looks like. It looks like I can go that way, but I'm trying pressing to the right at various heights. And it's not actually working if I were to hop off from here. Huh. I'm surprised. It looks like I could go to the right there. So that's a little bit mysterious to me. And I don't see anything else hiding in the vines up there. So... Perhaps that's all that we can explore around here right at the moment. Alright, well in that case... Interesting. I cannot plant vines on top of a ladder, it would appear. So I'm trying to plant my vine to go upwards, and I can't. So I can do this, and I can witness this screen. However, it doesn't seem like I can actually get up to the platform to walk anywhere in that screen. And if I grow from here, yeah, also can't do anything. So I think we've reached a dead end in terms of the stuff that I can explore here thus far. But that's what my kind of zoomed out map in my own tool looks like. And if I look at the in-game mini-map, yeah, that actually matches up pretty well. So I'm pleased enough by that. I think we've done all the exploring that we can do on the left-hand side with the seeds. So I'm going to press down for a few seconds in order to warp back here. And I guess we can try going a different direction. For example, we have never gone to the right. What's over here? East of factory, west item shop. Right, and so now I'm trying to head eastward. All right, little birdies. And it looks like I'm immediately going to start falling in holes. Drop-off point is the name of this screen. Notes on maps. You always have a handy map with you. That's right, pressing tab. First press tab to open the world map. Then use S to swap to a room map. Oh, really? I want to check that out momentarily. To swap back, press W. If you're ever lost, just look to the map. All right, very handy. So press S to switch to room map. I'm on the S. This is the room map. If I press W, this is the world map. Oh. There's like a three-dimensional view of the world or something here that has like an interesting rotating kind of thing. And so I'm currently in like the center area. And so this seems to be like different themed areas or something. Like I see a yellow area with pipes down near the bottom and some greenery kind of stuff on the left. And there's red stuff on the right. And that kind of corresponds to the colors that we've seen on the map thus far. I don't know that that world map is particularly helpful. in terms of helping me keep track of where I am in this world. But it's nice to know about. All right. Great. And so can I at least find my way back? Oh, hey, there's another key over here, which I'm about to pick up, right? Yes. All right, so that is a key that I've already gotten. So I will mark it thusly. Great. Well, getting a lot more mapped. I don't currently have the snorkel on me, and so if I press S, nothing happens. I'm unable to swim down. I'm just kind of stuck on the surface of the water at this point. And oops, I screwed up my screenshot there. So, something is off track here. So I was here. This one. No. This one? This is where I got the key. So my map has become unmoored. Let me try to correct it. There we go. This was the screen I forgot to take a screenshot of or accidentally overwrote. Okay. I think my map is back to being correct in terms of my own mapping. Okay, great. And that appears to be all that we can do there. So it seems like at this point I could just climb back up into Snorri's item shop. And we'll be back where we started. And I'm pretty sure this game just kind of autosaves. So yeah, I think that's a good first episode just to get a feel for how things are going. I'm up to 5 gems, still haven't gotten up to 6. And you have the same things to say to me at this point. All right, and we have 1 key in hand. And yeah, next time, I think if we want to explore to the right, I think we're going to need the boots. And so I think I will put down the seeds and go ahead and pick up the boots to kind of have them ready for next time. And so with the boots, if I press shift, I see, if I hold down shift, I can run super fast like that. And so with that, I think we can jump over holes, but I guess we'll go ahead and explore that for next time. So I'm going to say, I hope as always that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon for more Elephantasy. For now, bye-bye.